In this video, I'm going to talk you through the Nashbait Natural Boosters range. Now, we all know how effective and sometimes transformative using natural baits for your carp fishing can be. In the winter, whether you're using chopped worm, a bunch of maggots free-lined on a carp's head, there is definitely times where natural baits can really get you out of jail. Now, the Natural Boosters range is exactly that. We've come up with a unique factory and process to keep all the natural goodness and freshness that comes from a worm, a mussel, shrimp and squid in a liquid form. And the reason they're in small jars is because they're potent, power-packed natural attractors, and you don't need loads of them, and you certainly don't want to waste them. In terms of the range itself, I've got 4 models here, starting with the salty squid. Now, the salty squid, as it says on the tin, complements our Scopex squid range, but it is literally liquidized squid that's gone through a treatment process. It is fresh, so it pretty much lasts a couple of days, depending on the weather on the bank. If you want to use some and reuse it, I suggest that you freeze it after use to make sure that it retains its freshness. With regards to its use, I've found it deadly coating boilies and then adding on our moist Scopex squid stick mix, and that coats the baits and creates a cultured boilie. It's deadly if you're fishing deep venues and trying to drag fish down, or you just want to add attraction without food content to your boilies. Moving on to mussel blend, another favourite of mine. A lot of venues you'll see a prevalence of freshwater mussels. On there's 3 types of mussel. There's freshwater mussel, another mussel and GLM, and we all know how deadly GLM is in carp fishing. It's an additive to many boilies, and as used, as you see here, coated into something like a stick mix or used liberally on flakes so that all that goodness in the liquid content seeps in. It's ultra effective. Also, with regards to the actual constitution of mussel blend, there are actual meaty chunks of mussel within the mix itself. So they are really appealing on venues where you can clearly see that carp are feeding on natural mussel life that is out there. Those meaty chunks pull them in, give out that natural attraction, and in the right situation, the right venue, are deadly. Moving on to the worm cell, we all know how devastating worms are. If you look at any fishing video, chopped worm over the past couple of years has really got out there, and a lot of people are using it with great effect. Worm cell is exactly what your chopped worm mix is. It's gone through a treatment and cooking process that is unique to us at Nashbait, and it retains all of that goodness and those key amino acids that attract carp. With regards to the actual use of that, it's the only one of these natural boosters that you can use for an extended period of time. Albeit the other 3 are fresh, so they need to be used within a couple of days. With worm cell, you can continually apply worm cell to boilies, stick mixes, flake, ground bait, any other means, could even be particle, over a period of time, and it's not going to go off or tarnish those key attracting amino acids. It's a great use on any mix at any carp fishery out there, and with regards to actual usage, your imagination is really the only limiting factor. Finally, the shrimp and gammarus. We all know that salty shrimp hit and that natural goodness in that is obviously going to be a key winner. Many people have float fished prawns for carp. With regards to that, another great mix of solid shrimp meat and liquid attractant that's all been contained within that power-packed vessel. Once again, it's a case of liberally coating on your spod mix. Great when used with a load of particle to really boost the food signal. And again, another key element in which you can impact the natural food signals that are out there to the carp. A lot of people don't integrate them and don't use them. When used, they really transform what can be a sort of an ordinary everyday mix into something that's really power-packed and has that key natural food signal. That's the Nashbait Natural Boosters range. To check out the Natural Boosters range in action, head over to the CARPology page right now and check out my in-session on Raspberry.